Hi there and welcome. I'm Jason, and this plant right here is called Salvia Point Sal Spreader. Quite a name. Actually, it's Point Sal Spreader Purple Sage. This is a native here in California. It's a native hybrid plant. It's often thought of as a cross between Salvia leucophylla with Salvia sonamensis or Salvia clevelandii. Not really sure, but it's a pretty cool plant. This is a great medium-sized ground cover. It grows to about 2 to 3 feet tall and 8 to 10 feet wide. And it makes these beautiful flowers in the spring that are whorled in purple on these flower spikes. As far as the type of plant, this is an evergreen perennial plant. It's native here to California, so it's really great and beneficial for the different types of wildlife here. Bees, butterflies, hummingbirds all love this plant. This plant is also deer and gopher resistant, which are two really cool qualities it has. As far as the type of sunlight this wants, it wants full sun. You might be able to do sun, but you really want a lot of sunlight for this plant. As far as the watering, it's very drought tolerant. It's great for filling in, a large spot in your garden or having it spill over like a nice rock wall. Both really great locations for this plant. Also, you can add this to the moon garden. It has very light frosty, sagey green leaves. It's pretty cool. And, the spring flowers are awesome. As far as harvesting seed, you'd want to do that when the flowers start to slow down and you're not getting as many flowers, or if you see birds come to start eating the seeds out of the flowers, that would mean the seeds are ready at that point. If you're just seeing the flowers slow down and birds aren't eating them, I'd wait a couple more weeks and then just place a bag over the flower spike, cut off the flower spike, tie the top of the bag, hang it in a dark, dry, cool place for about a month, shake up the bag, the seeds will fall to the bottom of the bag. Then you can store the seeds in a cool, dry, dark place until the spring. You'd want to sow the seed of this plant in the spring. And if you harvested cuttings from this, you'd want to do that in the spring as well from semi-hardwood cuttings. As far as the type of watering this plant needs, it is very drought tolerant, so you really don't want to overwater it. As far as the fertilizer requirements, you don't really need to fertilize it. All the nutrients this plant needs are in the soil. So if you want to just do a fall mulch, which is really nice, when you do a fall mulch, make sure to mulch out a couple inches from the base of the plant where the plant meets the ground. So the center base of the plant, don't mulch on top of that, just mulch around it. And that provides a lot of insulation for the plant roots and then also nutrients that break down over the cool season. As far as the soil for this plant, you want to plant it in sandy or loam soil. If you have clay, it might struggle. Really amend the clay and plant it on a slope or incline so that the water drains away from the plant. That might work for you for the clay, but it really wants some good drainage, so do know that. As far as the soil pH, it's very adaptable when it comes to that. You can grow this in either neutral, acidic, or alkaline soil. And yeah, pretty awesome. So many different reasons this plant is awesome, and it's a native here in California. So if you live here in California, this is a super tough plant. Any questions that you have on it? This plant is Salvia, the Point Sal Spreader. It's a California native hybrid plant. If you have any questions, please let me know. And if you like updates on my newest videos, please click that subscribe button. And once again, thanks so much for hanging out. My name is Jason.